Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, Patsun, and today we're gonna be taking a look at r/divorce, where OP's wife threw away her marriage just so she can have a fling. Let's begin. My wife had an affair and we're getting a divorce. Posted by Reddit user Raptor Stalin.
I've been with my wife for 15 years and married for 4. A few months ago, I started a new job which left me stressed and busy, along with periodic business trips. After some suspicion, I finally caught her, and she came clean about sleeping with another man, but I believe they've been engaging in an affair for months. We've quickly decided to divorce and move on. I'm struggling with the thought of being without her, and the fact that she's so much happier with someone else. I found pictures of them together which I regret seeing. Where do I go from here? How do I pick up the pieces of my shattered life? Edit. Thank you all for your kind words. This pain is fresh and I'm trying my best to reach out to everyone I can. I need to go get my things after I get home this evening, which will be incredibly difficult, along with saying goodbye to my dog. Edit 2. This is incredibly difficult to walk away from everything. I'm incredibly close to her family and I'm struggling to pull the trigger. Edit 3. She has no desire to reconcile, and at this point nor do I. I've decided to take the dog with me and move on. We've been replaced in her life in a matter of days. I married a monster. Edit 4. I'm officially moved out and into my brother's place in another city. I feel extremely hopeful for my future, but I can't help but reminisce on all my good memories of us. My dog is taking this as hard as I am, but having lots of family around has been extremely valuable to us both. I'm learning to reach out to people for once in my life, and not rely on one person or try to deal with it alone. Sharing my story online was never something I'd ever had considered in the past, and it's the best decision I've made so far. All the words here are reassuring and helping me deal with this incredible pain and suffering, one day at a time. And now for OPS update. Wow, what a week. I can't thank the people of this community enough. I received an incredible amount of support and reassurance over the last week, and I'm thankful I had the courage to post here. This was the best decision I made in the first few hours of the bomb dropping. I have worked out rough details of the divorce with my soon-to-be ex-wife, and she's continuing to try and manipulate and be a victim in all of this. Thanks to the support of everyone in my life, including her sister and brother, I've been able to see past her behavior. I still have to work through not trying to care for her, because that's all I've done for 15 years. But I can't help but be disgusting and ashamed of her. She will never be in my life again. I realized the things she wanted me to improve on in our marriage were caused by her. I was unhappy with her, and was afraid to admit that to myself, and I'm better off without her. I deserve so much more, and I am not settling for anything but what I deserve. I'm incredibly optimistic for the future. I'm back in my hometown, connecting with my family and friends again, dreaming of a new future for me and my pup. I'm hitting the gym this week, meeting multiple friends I haven't talked to in years, and I hope to return to work after this. She didn't destroy my life. She gave me a new one, and I'm going to make the best of it.
It's really great that you're able to turn a bad situation into a real positive outcome, OP. It's nice to see something like this posted more on this channel, because if I'm being honest, I post a lot of shit show stories here. And yeah, so good on you, my friend. I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure that someday you're gonna find a loving and faithful woman with whom you can build a real family with. Good luck. Now for today's second story. I don't deserve this. Posted by a throwaway Reddit account.
I don't deserve to be treated this way, discarded like trash, cheated on, and then made to feel like I am the cause of all her unhappiness. It's not fair that she can lie and cheat, and then I am made to pay for her to have a better life. I did everything I was supposed to. I was caring, emotionally available. I worked out and stayed in great shape. I made tons of money. I put us in houses, took care of anything she asked me to do, built our family up into something great. Helped her get her boob job, her tattoos, her laser hair removal, all so she could turn around and be with someone else. Why does she have to treat me like I am instantly garbage? I'm 6 weeks into my wife telling me she wants a divorce after 12 years of marriage. I found out very quickly after that there is a new partner, and it has been going on for some time. Obviously, that's usually how these things go. I'm buying out her half of the equity in the house because it's only my name on the mortgage and I have an amazing interest rate on it. But I still have to pay her child support and alimony. She's going to get a big chunk of money from the house, and then with what I have to pay, she's going to be making more than I do each month. How is that fair? My entire life has been uprooted, and there is nothing I can do about it. She's a monster for doing this to our family for a quick new fling. She shouldn't be able to be rewarded for what she's put me through. I hurt so bad, why can't she hurt it all? I know I'll be okay, I'm not broken, and I'm not a loser. She's not the only one that is attractive in this relationship. I'm just hurt, I didn't deserve this.
Oh man, I'm so sorry, OP. You're right, you don't deserve this. No one deserves this. No one deserves their wife of 12 years cheating on them, getting half of their shit, and then getting paid to take their kids away from them. No man deserves that. But the horrible reality is that is how marriages work in 2022. In fact, that is how marriages have been working at least for the past 20 years. And I don't think it's going to be changing anytime soon. They get rewarded for their destruction. It's crazy. I'm sorry I don't have anything better else to say other than this. I know it's going to be hard to believe, but it does get better. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some hard work. But trust me, it will. Hang in there, OP. And now for today's final story. Should I tell my wife that I received a sex tape of her in the mail? Posted by Reddit user Thrown It Away Study.
This is an odd thing. Wife and I have been married 20 years. I've never suspected her of cheating and our sex life has been outstanding. First of the year, I receive a package in the mail. It's a DVD addressed to me and a typed note that says, "Your eyes only." It's my wife having sex, separately, with 3 guys. She was younger, much younger. Based on body and appearance and hairstyle, it was around the time we were going out, either before, during, or after we were engaged. She grew her hair longer for the wedding and kept it that way. First, I've no idea who sent it to me other than one of those 3 guys in the DVD, none of which I know. I'm assuming it's one of my wife's ex. Second, I've no idea why they sent it. Are they trying to say she was screwing around on me? The tape isn't time-stamped, so I don't have a frame of reference. She kept her hair short for years until we were engaged, so it could have been during a block of time, certainly before we dated. And also, what are they trying to achieve if this was taken before we dated? I know my wife had other partners. Hell, I had 3 times the partners she did before we married, but that was 20 years ago. I think we're past that. But apparently this person or persons isn't. The whole thing is strange. I'm not sure what's going on. I haven't told my wife. I'm not sure how she would take it. She's very sexual and adventurous, but I don't think she'd like the idea of her past catching up to her. But I don't think I'll get to the bottom of this unless I tell her. Update. I'm overwhelmed by the responses. Thank you for your interest. I did speak to my wife yesterday afternoon. Some mentioned letting her watch it in private and I gave her that option. She did and we talked at length. Some of it is a bit clearer now. The 2 amateur-looking videos are 2 roommates taken on the same night. That's why the camera doesn't move and that's why the room is the same. I asked why the bed looks different, and she replied the sheets were a bit messy so they changed them before they had another go. The other is a boyfriend she dated when her and I met, before we actually started dating. She knows this man is friends with one of the before-mentioned roommates, and thinks it's him who got the 3 videos together and sent them to us. She admits that last summer he tried connecting with her on Facebook. When she did, he tried to make it sexual again, so she stopped. She thinks he sent the DVD to cause an issue with us. For the first time, I now have doubts. Her answers are logical but seem a bit off to me. And honestly, I may be just upset that she did 2 guys in one night. I know it was 20 years ago, but that's still hard to take. Call me shallow if you want. Also, she didn't seem shaken by the DVD or the fact I had it, merely irritated that this person sent it. I had the idea she'd rather I didn't have it, but now that I did, oh well. It still leaves many questions unanswered, such as why the tapes are from 96 to 97, and the DVD was made in 2013, but I'm just getting it now. That may be minor, but it may be everything. Plus, how does this gentleman know where I live? Facebook doesn't give you that information. Being in contact with someone does, so now you see why I have doubts. Thanks to you all for your concern and feedback. I love my wife and cherish her, and her past is her past, but for some reason it's slapping us in the face right now. I will take some time between the 2 of us to figure out what is truly going on. Edit 2. I want to clarify something. I've been getting a lot of feedback, mostly negative, where everyone is irritated with me that I'm upset with my wife for being with 2 men in the same night. None of my business. It was 20 years ago, I should man up, that sort of thing. Look, I said it was hard to take. Most men understand their partner was with different people before them. But seeing their spouse with 2 men on the same night is hard to handle. I didn't say I was changing my view of her, or leaving, or any other angst you want to put on me. It's just a difficult thing for a married man to see and realize. I'll get past it. But it's not an easy thing. And for everyone who says it was 20 years ago, lighten up. I challenge you to sit back, grab a beer, and watch two young men have intercourse with your wife on the same night, and see how you feel about it. Frustrated at best. You won't love her less, but you'll not feel great afterwards, trust me. So thanks for everyone calling me an asshole, but until you're in that position, I'll ignore you. Thank you very much. Final edit. This will be my final edit. Thank you all for your support, but all I will say is, it's time for me to make some decisions. I hacked into my wife's Facebook account. Childish and immature, I'll admit, but I did it nonetheless. And I found things disturbing enough that I need to think long and hard about what I do next. I've given her the benefit of the doubt through this entire thing. Now a shadow had been cast and I'm questioning her more than ever before. Heartbroken is putting it mildly. It's time for me to work on my life and myself. Thanks to everyone and their interest.
Oh man, you're right, OP. This is very strange, and I hope that you did eventually find your answers. You mentioned that you hacked your wife's Facebook account and you found things that are so disturbing, it's making you think long and hard about what your next move is going to be. That a dark cloud hangs over you and that it's very heartbreaking. Look, I know it's none of my business and this was posted 4 years ago, but couldn't you at least just said what you found? I mean, again, this was posted 4 years ago, but that's exactly it. It was 4 years ago. An update would have been nice. After all, you left us in a massive cliffhanger and a very dark note too. I hope you're doing well, man. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my YouTube channel for you to watch absolutely free. So consider clicking that super thanks just below the video title, or you can use my PayPal in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, make sure to subscribe to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.